Hi, third graders. I am so sorry that I can't be with you today because I had another meeting from the school's district office. So I will record my corrections, and that way you can make sure that all of your work was correct for the week. So we're going to go ahead and work on math, the Thursday column. That was from April 30th. So let's go ahead and look at the first one. It's right here. Let me see. All right, it says there are 471 trees at the Birchmere Park. To the nearest 100, that seems important, about how many trees are there at Birchmere Park? So they want us to round to the nearest 100. So I have to say, okay, is 471 closer to 400 or 500? And if I look at the number right next to the 4, it's 5 or above, so it's a 7. So I know that I'm going to bump it up. So we are going to say that 471 is closer to 500. So that would be 500 trees. That one they're trying to trick you, right? Because they say about how many. So there was no adding or subtracting, just rounding to the nearest 100. Next one, on Valentine's Day, Jesse wants to give each of his 8 best friends, 3 lollipops. Well, he has a lot of best friends. So there are 8 friends, and each one of them got 3 lollipops. How many lollipops will he need to buy? So how many? And that would be all together. They actually don't even say all together, do they? But if we wanted to draw a picture, we could draw 8 people and give them each 3 lollipops. You guys, the sun is really behind me. That's okay. You should be looking at the page anyway. So 8 friends each get 3 lollipops. So 8 times 3. And that would put us at 24 lollipops. Okay? 24 lollipops. All right, there's my favorite word. Find the quotient. And quotient is an answer to a division problem. So 45 divided into 5 equal groups is going to be 9. And if we want to look at it backwards, 9 times 5 equals 45. 48 divided into 8 equal groups would be 6, because I know that 6 times 8 equals 48. 45 divided into 9 equal groups would be 5, because 9 times 5 is 45. And remember that finger trick we did, right? We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am backwards to you, so it's not going to work for me. Anyway, 5 groups of 9 or 9 groups of 5 is 45. I tried to show you on the video, but not working. And then 36 divided into 12 equal groups would be 3, or 3 times 12 equals 36. All right. Next one, fill in the missing number. So we know that a fraction is really a division problem, right? 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So that is 6 halves. If you put 6 halves together, you would have 3 whole pieces. Or if I want to check it, 3 times 2 equals 6. Just handy that a fraction looks like a division problem, huh? 5 divided into 5 equal groups would equal 1. So 1 times 5 equals 5. We are almost done with this. All right, next one. On Monday, Luis watched half an hour of TV. On Tuesday, he watched 1/6 of an hour of TV. On which day did Luis watch more? So one day he watched a half an hour, and on another day he watched 1/6 of an hour. Now I noticed that the numerators are the same exact number, they're both 1, and the denominators are different. And we know that the bigger the denominator, if the numerators are the same, then the smaller the fraction. So just knowing that, I know that 1/2 is greater than 1/6. Also, if you wanted to try the good old butterfly, we could compare them by multiplying 2 times 1. And then we could multiply 1 times 6. And I know that 6 is greater than 2, so that's a way to double check it. They're both greater than. So 1/2 is a bigger fraction. And we did this one yesterday to get it out of the way, and the answer to that was 1 hour and 48 minutes. I'll just circle it. Okay, and we use the mountains and the hills and the stones. La, la, la. Next one. A strawberry has a mass of 18 grams. If there are 10 strawberries, what is the total mass of the strawberries? And remember, mass is sort of like weight, not exactly, but that's not important. What's important is they want to know the total mass. So I know it's going to be a bigger number than 18 or 10. So I have to figure out if I'm going to multiply or if I'm going to add. Now, if I added 18 grams plus 10 strawberries, that's adding 2 different things. So I think I'm going to have to multiply, right? There are 10 strawberries, and I could actually draw 10 strawberries if I was better at drawing on this computer screen and I had more room. But I'm just going to put 10, and then it's going to be times 18 grams, right? And you could label them if it is easier for you. I'll put S for strawberries, and we want to find out how many grams. So 10 times 18, now I know the 0 trick, right? I can cross out, I'll do a different color, the zero, take it away. 1 times 18 is 18. And you know, if we do the magic trick, we have to put the 0 back. So it's 180 grams. All right, the perimeter of a regular hexagon. And what regular means, this is kind of new to you guys. We didn't have much time to talk about it. A regular shape is just one where the sides are the same size. Okay, so I know when they say a regular square, each side obviously would be the same, or a regular triangle, each side would be the same. Okay, it looks like the ones like you would see on flashcards. They usually draw a regular figure to show you what it means. And we know that a hexagon has 6 sides, right? They both have an X in them, hex, 6. Okay, so the perimeter total, if we add them all up, 6 sides, is going to be 18. Perimeter is plus. So I know that if 18 is the total, then I'm going to have to add something up 6 times, right? So 6 times what number equals 18? That would be 3, right? Because 3 times 6 is 18. So each of these sides would be 3. And I am super messy. Super messy. Okay. Now you guys know if you have any questions about this, you can email me. All right, let's go on to the ELA one. All right, so we are on Thursday in the ELA column, or Thursday column on the ELA sheet. So it says underline, let me get this to drawing. Underline the abstract noun. And remember, abstract is can't touch this. So something you can't touch, but is a noun. His honesty was rewarded with a medal. Oh, they even spelled medal wrong. Good thing this wasn't spelling. That was a bad mistake. It's M-E-D-A-L. So his honesty, that's a noun. Honesty is a noun. And medal is also a noun. So which one can you not touch? Can't touch honesty, can you? So we're going to underline honesty. Next one, label the parts of speech in a sentence. So you can grind dry corn kernels into flour. And you guys know that I like to label the nouns first. So you is actually a pronoun. So we'll put P, N. You can, ew, grind, no, those aren't nouns. Person, place, thing, or idea. Dry, no. Corn, yep, that's a noun. Kernels, oh, I think corn describes kernels. So I'm gonna switch that. So I think that kernels is the noun and corn is describing what kind of kernel. So that would be an adjective. See, I talk to myself. And then the last one, flour. You can touch flour, right? And this is the kind that you bake with, F-L-O-U-R. So now we're gonna go back and look for verbs or adverbs. You what? You can grind. So those are the verb, kind of a helping verb. And you can grind dry corn kernels. Oh, dry is also describing the kernel. So that's another adjective. And then into is actually a preposition. So we don't have to worry about that in 3rd grade. But into would be a preposition. All right, next one. Add punctuation to correct the sentence. Can we buy popcorn for the movie? Mario asked. Looks like Mario is talking. And you know when someone's talking, we put quotation marks around whatever they say. So that goes at the front, and then the quotation marks are going to go after the question mark. Okay, so whatever he said and the punctuation is going to go inside quotation marks. Last one, list words with a prefix that means before. So let's go back and look at our word list. Here's our list. Which ones mean before? Oh, I remember we learned a while ago that pre is the prefix that means before, just like prefix, the thing that comes before the rest of the word. So pre-write, pre-approve, and precaution. All right. Pre-write, pre-approve, and pre. There we go. I think it thinks I spelled them wrong or incorrectly. Nope. All right, now we have what, 2 or 3, 4 more left. Okay, next one. Which word means to agree with something ahead of time? I think out of these 3, pre-approve, right? If you approve something, you're giving it a yes, I agree. So we'll go ahead and write pre. All right, is this a simple, a compound, or a complex sentence? Let's read it. Most people eat popcorn while at the movies. What do you think? I see 1 noun and 1 verb while at the movies. Definitely not compound. I don't see 2 words there. Complex. Most people eat popcorn while at the movies. While at the movies kind of adds to it, right? So as a 3rd grade student, I would say you'd want to check either simple or complex. I would actually accept either one of those because it's more than just a noun and a verb, end of sentence. So I would actually count either of those okay. For 3rd grade. 4th grade, maybe a different story. All right, next one. Circle the sentence that is considered formal. Remember, formal is something that you would use in maybe fancy situations, like if you were talking to somebody very, very important or someone you didn't know, not your friend, right? Informal would be your friend or maybe your brother or sister. So, would you like to go to the movies or want to go to the movies? So if you were talking to the Queen of England, which one would you say? I think I would say this one. Would you like to go to the movies? Because that would be proper English, right? Wanna is not really a word. It's called slang. All right, next one. Write the meaning of the underlined word. I looked at the stars through my telescope. Oh, you guys know what a telescope is, huh? It is something that you can look at things very clearly that are far away. So something used something far away. There we go. We did it. All right. I know that you guys have a quiz today, so go ahead and take a look at that. And the answer key is on the lesson plan. So that's all for now. And again, I apologize for not being able to be with you today. I got called into a last minute meeting, so I will miss you, but I'll see you Monday. And on Monday, we have a special guest coming. Miss Stephanie from art class is going to join us. So that'll be fun. And we'll do an experiment. See you later.